Taurus, hey there, it's Melissa here to do your weekly love reading for the week of October 12th through the 18th. This will not resonate for all Taurus folks. If it does resonate for you, however, please smash that like button for me. There is a PayPal me account linked in the description box below if you do leave the channel a donation. Thank you so much. I do appreciate everything, all the support. There's also a pricing list and an email address to get a hold of me for personal readings as well. And please, if you do feel the vibe around here, don't hesitate to smash that subscribe button for me. There is an About Me section on every channel. My channel happens to go over some of my mission for being here and a little bit more about me. If you do resonate with me, great. Subscribe to the channel. If you don't, that's okay. There's a billion readers out here. And I think it is just best to only stick to those you resonate with. Alright, so I adore you all, resonate or not resonating with me. I just, for your own sake, would not subscribe to my channel if I'm not your cup of tea. This is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. It will not, I already went through all that, but this is for single to married and anywhere in between. This is the energy you're bringing to this connection. This is the energy the person you have in mind is bringing this to this connection, and the potential outcome between the two of you. Ooh, a little passion going on. The Knight of Wands. I like the Knight of Wands. I mean, I like the Knight of Wands for physical attraction for sure. And we will get more to the story. So we're not, you know, a lot of times people see that as just a player energy automatically. It certainly can be. Because anybody who's kind of quick and passionate and whatnot. I'm pretty quick and passionate, Taurus, just to put it out there. But I am not a player. So there is the this type of fiery energy can be a loyal energy as well. So we'll get more to the story. Don't worry. This is the whole overarching energy. So it's literally like just a really passionate connection as far as I can see so far. The Three of Pentacles is the energy you bring to this connection, which wonderful. It's like teamwork makes the dream work. It's just a really kind of an awareness that I am fond of. That is that my favorite saying that I came up with in a revelation. I have no idea if somebody else also came up with it. I had never heard it before when it came to my head. And it was just that there is no competition when the goal is common. And that's the Three of Pentacles energy as far as I'm concerned, is that we're all in this together to make this whole thing kind of this machine, to oil this machine well together. The Hierophant is the person you have in mind's energy. I love this energy as well. Just a really not grounded, kind of a really, well, maybe grounded, a really connected energy though, like very and spiritually in tuned, has likely is aware by experience, not by education, if that makes sense. I don't know why. I don't know why that's coming to my mind right now. So that's not always what I see here. But your person's awareness is, again, by faith and by downloads rather than taking in information from other humans. And but this person can be a little bit more what's the word? Maybe old-fashioned, or you know, may have more old-fashioned religious, maybe outdated is actually what I'm going to say. Sorry, I love your person. I feel like they might be a little outdated, but at the same time, very connected and mean well, okay? But sometimes we're not, I don't feel like, this dude looks pretty new age, but I don't feel like the Hierophant in general is a very new age, spiritual folk. I think he can be a little bit more religious on the religious side of things. Anyway, we got the Hermit card for the outcome, the potential outcome of this connection. And again, we'll get more cards to that story. Hermit is a great, I love the Hermit. A lot of people don't, because I believe in going through the darkness to get to the light. I believe that if you want the light, truly, you will have to go through darkness to get there. And I'm a big fan of going through, well, I don't like the dark part, okay? I in fact, I take it very harshly. But I gladly do the dark work or the shadow work in order to get to the light. So I always see, when I see the Hermit card, I see big things coming. You're being guided through some dark period or some even, you know, separate period in order to get to the light that shines within you. The real you. heart of the matter. That's what I'm getting right now. All right, let's get some more on your energy. 2 cards came out. Well, I'm gonna take 3. So I don't know. I don't know what the heck I'm talking about. I can't see. I don't know what these are. 6 of Wands. Okay. The 10 of Swords. Oh baby. And the Knight of Wands again. Okay, so we're definitely feeling passionate for this person. The 10 of Swords is indicating that we're at the end of a cycle, and I feel like we've been going through this for a little while, Taurus. The end of the cycle, and I will tell you that ending out a cycle requires us to choose our way out of the cycle. So whatever it is we're holding on to, so we'll stay in the end of a cycle until the end of time if we don't actually choose our way out of it, or do, you know, if we don't apply the lesson that we've learned in that cycle, in that, this, you know, I think self-sabotaging cycle. So sometimes when we don't think we're worthy of the things we desire, or we feel even the need to try and control the outcome of things we desire, or the Creator is not going to make us work hard for the love of our lives, okay? I'm just going to say that right now. So if we are having to do so, it is not for us. And what keeps us stuck in trying is this belief that we, A, aren't worthy of the love we desire, but B, that the Creator, you know, that we would never have to go after what is ours. We really don't have to. It was the simplest saying that got me into I'm not even a Christian. It was a Christian video I saw, and it was just like, I clicked on it because I was going through some serious darkness at the time, and it was about like God's, I don't know if God's saying yes or no about something, right? And it was so simple, but it was like, oh, this whole time I thought, you know, I had so many things I thought were meant for me that I was trying to, you know, kind of strategically plan out how I was going to get them. Because I've always been a go-getter, Taurus. I've always been well, first of all, I'm a Taurus rising, so that's probably why I'm a go-getter, right? We're go-getters. But I've always been a go-getter. So I had all these strategic plans, and they were going to work, I'm sure. And you can make something work. You can go after something that isn't meant for you and get it. Believe me, you can. But who wants that? Who wants something that's not meant for them? It's just a miserable situation. And the truth is, we actually do have things out there that are meant for us. We don't have to fight for them. We do have to have faith for them, and we do have to wait patiently for them. So the point is, this 10 of Swords, this self-sabotaging belief, it's a cycle end, but the cycle won't end if you don't start believing in yourself. If you don't start believing that you're worth it. If you don't start, stop trying to control outcomes. Stop trying to go after things that are not going after you. And again, we will continue. So if we go after something, even something that is meant for us, if they're not ready for us, we just have to really give all of outcomes up to the Creator. And it's easier said than done. Sometimes I sit and pray constantly because, and the prayer that I say is simple. It's just like, did I even get to the simple thing from the video? Oh, I didn't. Oh my God, you guys, it's going to be one of those days. But point blank, the video said that if God is saying yes, it'll be working out. If God is saying no, it won't be. And so you don't need to force anything. It will just be working out if it's meant for you, okay? If it's, and whether you believe in God, source, the divine, whatever it is, you never have to force anything to like you, period. You are worthy. You are amazing. You are worthy of somebody who is going to fall head over heels over you. And I don't know why I'm getting, because I really feel like this 10 of Swords shows up in your energy a lot. You're powerful. Everything else is always so powerful in your energy. And then there's always this like 10 of Swords, like this self-sabotaging belief that you are not worthy of something and you are worthy of everything. Sometimes, again, I have a lot of favorite signs. You're one of them. I have 12 favorite signs. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't want to be misleading people here. I love everybody. But I love about you, Taurus folks, that you are go-getters. You're stubborn. You're set in your ways. But when we get the downfall to that is when our ways are, we started to believe people that didn't believe in themselves. Okay, people that maybe threw us aside like trash because they were currently living like trash, or they had no idea what they had, or they weren't meant for us, and we ended up in a situation where we weren't. This is exactly why I'm saying we don't chase things. You end up in a situation with somebody who wasn't meant for you. They're going to make you feel like trash. They're going to act like trash eventually here. So then we start to believe, well, we must be. We must be, if they didn't want us, that didn't. No, the problem is, it's not that people didn't want you. It's that you were with the wrong people. That's why we cannot force things to happen that are not meant, that we can't force anything, period. We have to allow things to happen naturally, or we end up with more confirmation that we aren't worthy. And that's just not true. It's not accurate. We are worthy of everything, but we are not meant to have things that aren't meant for us. So, blah. I am going to be on one today there, Tori. Let's see what your person's got going on. I mean, on top of that, you did have the Knight of Wands again, which we already know is super passionate, and the Six of Wands, which is victorious. So I think basically, Taurus, what I'm going to say to you is anything you try in your life, you're going to succeed at, including getting somebody who's not meant for you. But we're done. So that'll keep us right in this cycle. We'll just start back over in this toxic cycle, or this, this cycle of, again, affirming that we are not good enough. And so that's why, if you care to have anything meaningful, you have to allow it to happen instead of try to force it to happen. Again, you are the boss of all bosses. You will make it happen, even if it isn't meant for you. That's how good you are. But you don't want that anymore, because that's going to keep you stuck in this. Eventually it's not going to work out, because was never meant to be. So anyway, here we go. This is what I'm feeling today. So whatever, Eight of Cups, walking away from things that no longer serve them, your person. The Queen of Pentacles, trying to get their finances in a row. And the Two of Swords, a bit closed off. I mean, this all makes sense to me. Is that, and this, while you're ending out this cycle, this person is going to be a bit closed off. This cycle end can be sensed and felt. So it's really important to go in and do the work. Again, you have to choose your way out of the cycle end, whatever that may be. Letting go of this person, even. Letting them go. Letting them totally go in order to allow them to come back to you, to choose you. Whatever it is, you have to choose your way out of this cycle end. Only you'll know what that is. I have a hard time deciding, okay, well, I see that I'm in a test. I can feel the test is here. But what I can't feel is which part of this situation is the test, and which part is, am I supposed to reach out authentically, or am I supposed to not reach out? Which, I honestly, so in my personal situation, I was supposed to reach out and then let go. Reach out and let go. You can't force it. But at the same time, you should be honest. And I think that's where the magic comes in, is like really, having faith in the Creator, having faith in yourself, knowing that you have been open, honest, put yourself on the line, but then trusted the Creator to do the rest. Because again, if it's meant for you, it will come back to you. If it's not meant for you, then you've said your piece, you've done your thing, you've put yourself out there authentically and vulnerably, and it's gotten you closer to ready for the right thing. Okay, maybe this person is the right thing. I'm just saying that sometimes the only way to find out is by letting them go completely. Sometimes we don't have to do that. Sometimes we do. So, I don't know why I'm feeling all this right now, but this is just what's coming through. This is the storyline. The Queen of Pentacles is, again, somebody maybe who doesn't even know their own resourcefulness. Somebody who is resourceful, but is having a hard time finding that resourcefulness within them. And I think they're trying to, again, connect fully to walk away from things that don't serve them. We've all kind of held on to things that were frivolous or meaningless and egotistical, because we thought they fed our voids, but they actually were just feeding like an empty void, our ego. So we've got the Ace of Swords, so maybe some new communication coming if you're in separation from your person. The Knight of Pentacles, we ain't moving very quickly, are we? And the Eight of Swords. Well, again, when the outcome is the Hermit mode, the Eight of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, this is stagnance at its finest, a total standstill, and then this Ace of Swords can mean victory, can mean, you know, I think basically I think clarity is what's happening here. I think this is what's going on, is that we're in our head, we're kind of in Hermit mode. Here's what I'll tell you about my current situation. Again, and I'm just going to, I like to give you guys examples from reality instead of like, I do give revelations as well, things that come through from spirit, but experience, I think, just is like, well, this is how it worked for me. And I'm just going to, after I threw myself out there vulnerably, I don't remember what the heck I was going to say. Oh, that's what it was. So I was being honest is huge. Trying to find authenticity is huge. But once you throw yourself out there, the great part is, and irregardless, so let me just say, Taurus, I threw myself out there, the person didn't respond and ignored me, which used to cause even more confusion for me, which it shouldn't have. It should have been clear back then too, but now it was just like, okay, so either way, even if this person does like me and they didn't reach back out, I don't want that in my life. I want somebody who is very clearly willing to choose me, okay? So I think that in being authentic and true, regardless of if it's going to make you uncomfortable, vulnerable, whatever, you gain clarity. And I think that's what might be needed here in this situation. Again, when we sit in our own thoughts, we will make up 450 stories about what's really going on when we could have just asked and we could have gotten the truth. So it's okay to just say, hey, how are you feeling about me? Like, where are we going? I want to know. I adore you and I want to be with you. But if you're not willing to make that sacrifice or that step or that commitment, then I know you're probably not meant for me. So I want to move along. I want to kind of start this process now of getting over you and healing this situation so that I can find the one, because I am not getting any younger. And that's how I feel about life right now. So it's okay to put yourself out there vulnerably. And the rejection doesn't feel good, but the reality is that it gets you closer to the one that you're actually supposed to be with. So if you have in your heart of hearts that you know that you like this person, but if they're not meant for you, you don't want them, right? We got to get to that knowing, is that I adore them, but if they're not meant for me, I really don't actually want them, even though, you know, I want them. But that was only on the idea that they were the one for me. What if they're not? Would you prefer the one for you, or do you want somebody who isn't meant for you? So I think that will help with your clarity. And then again, just being very honest, because honesty is the key. Don't chase down somebody who's making it clear they don't want you. That's never going to be the key. But being authentic about how you feel and wanting some clarity and authenticity back is absolutely acceptable and mandatory, I think. So anyways, that's what's coming through here. Get you a little Romance Angels card here. I did see very soon at the bottom of the deck, and I felt like it was prominent. I mean, it felt like it was sticking out kind of prominently. We'll see if it comes out. I don't know if we're waiting on communication, so that could mean that communication is coming in, but I really think clarity is coming in either way. And again, clarity is as good as, you know, a yes in my book. So free yourself. Again, well, like this is the Eight of Swords, so we are locked in our own heads. It says it's time to take back control of your life. Like I said, you are some of the most powerful mother effers here, Taurus, and you're not only just powerful in your personal life, but everybody can feel it when you walk into a room, okay? Like, holy shit, Taurus is here. So gain your power. You need to know who you are. You need to know how powerful you are, because a Taurus who is in their power can't be in this space, because a Taurus who is in their power knows that they kind of run the show. They're the boss, okay? And you can be the boss of this situation by allowing, you know, yourself to be vulnerable, believe it or not. Just being very authentic and real, and then knowing, setting a boundary. Okay, you don't want to give me an answer? Peace, deuces. You know, I'm only accepting clarity at this point. Like, I don't accept this, well, this boyish or girlish, whatever it is, little kiddish. I don't know what I want. Well, I'm sorry. I'm not here to help you figure that out. I'm going to go, you know, meanwhile, while you're figuring that out, I'm going to go find what I do want, you know? I love you so much, Taurus, and that was an interesting one. See you soon. See you next week. Mwah.